I don't know about you, but I find a to-do list very helpful. So here's an idea of how to use that in class. I'm Jo Gakonga from ELT-Training.com, and this is an idea for personalised, authentic grammar practice of the language of obligation. The first thing you need to do is to introduce the idea of a to-do list. Clearly this isn't very complicated, it's just a list of probably short-term goals, things you want to achieve, things you want to get done, reminders probably. You could start the class with a discussion about these. Do you write a to-do list? If so, how? On paper, on your phone, on a board at home, at work, somewhere else? You could talk about this as a class or in breakout rooms. Okay, so now you show them an example of a to-do list. This could be one of your own. I suggest that's a good idea. Or make up one if you like. Make sure that some of the things are higher priority or more urgent than others. Now that they've got a model, ask them to write a to-do list of their own. 5 things. If they want to use dictionaries, that's fine. If you want to monitor around and help with vocabulary, that's fine. But 5 things on a list, not full sentences, just bullet points. Now the language point of the lesson is to revise or to introduce the language of obligation. At lower levels, this could be simple modals like should, could, must, have to, semi-modals. At higher levels, it could be functional language. I'd love to, I really need to, it's time I did something, I've been thinking about, something like that. So then you do a listening task. You talk about your to-do list using the language that you want to introduce, and you ask them, give them a listening task, ask them to, for example, think about what things are most important on your to-do list. So now you've got a context for that language and you can pull it out and look at the meaning, form, pronunciation, make sure they're clear about the language and know how to use it. And then of course get them to write sentences using this language about their to-do list. This obviously acts as control practice. Then you just put them in pairs and get them to talk about their to-do list to each other for more fluency practice of this. If you wanted to make it more of a game, you could get them to include one thing which is a lie, perhaps, and the other person has to guess which one it is. When they've done it once with one partner, I would swap partners and get them to do it again. You could do some error correction in the meantime, perhaps. Remember that doing a task more than once is really good for fluency and for accuracy. And in this case, you'll be listening to somebody else's to-do list, so it's not boring to swap partners and do it again. I get the chance to do it myself again, but my partner tells me something new. At the end, you could finish off the lesson with a discussion about the merits of having a to-do list. Is it helpful? Does it make you more productive? Is it just a bit overwhelming? What's the best way to write one or to keep a list like this? Perhaps a really good thing for the final part of the lesson is to ask them how they could use this to help them to learn English. I think that would be useful. So there you go. A great way of practicing in a personalised way language of obligation. I hope that your learners enjoy it, and if you like this, there's lots more similar things on ELTtraining.com. Hope to see you there. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye.